Monday, December 10th, here.
Now on Local 15.
Alabama returns to the national championship stage with another SEC championship. We'll take you to Atlanta for a reaction.
Our neighborhood was never intended to have over 150 homes in it.
Local residents say they're upset over construction next to their neighborhood. Who has the final say?
That's when they heard the gunshot, and it appears the individual took his own life.
An NFL player kills his girlfriend, then himself. What police say could be the motive.
Good Saturday evening, everybody. We started out the weekend rain-free and unseasonably warm. I'll let you know what's in store for the second half of the weekend coming up.
Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 News.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Derek Rose. Thank you for joining us. No secret what our big story tonight at 10 is. The Alabama Crimson Tide, SEC champions once again. The 32-28 victory over Georgia was close from start to finish. The Tide now have a shot to defend the national championship. Local 15 Sports Director Lance Crawford was here. Lance, easy to say, no emotion can singly define how this win was.
Yeah, Derek, with everything that was at stake today, the only thing we knew for sure going in was it was going to be the highest of highs for one team and a gut-wrenching defeat for the other. And with all of that on the line, both teams played as big as the game was billed to be. Alabama gashed Georgia's defense for 350 rushing yards, but trailing by 3 with just over 3 minutes to go, they go to the air. A.J. McCarron to Amari Cooper, 45 yards. Bama on top, 32-28. Aaron Murray then marched the Bulldogs downfield with just seconds to go. No timeout. C.J. Mosley tips the pass right to Chris Conley, who catches it but falls down inbounds. And with no timeouts, Georgia is done. Alabama wins 32-28. And afterwards, Clement Townsend spoke with Bama's defensive hero.
Linebacker C.J. Mosley from Theodore. Big win for you all. Georgia took the lead in the third quarter, but talk about the defense holding on.
We had to do our job. We gave them chances, and they made all their plays, but when it came down to it, we had to execute, and that's what we did.
You all are headed to Miami to play for another national championship. Just talk about the feeling.
It's a blessing, man. We got a chance to do what no team in the BCS area ever did. Go back-to-back on that championship, so we got to correct our mistakes for this game. We got to get ready to play.
Thanks a lot. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Alabama wins their 4th SEC championship game. We'll have more reaction coming up in sports.
All right, and let the hype begin. Alabama and Notre Dame in the national championship, January 7th in Miami. It's going to be the 7th meeting between these two storied programs. The Irish lead the series 5-1, so I'm sure Alabama would really like to get that a little closer. However, they have not played since 1987, so 25 years ago. Totally different game. And the way the Alabama Crimson Tide's playing these days, it's
looking pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so.
And another big title, another big stage for them set for Miami.
Yeah, it's getting to be kind of habit forming around here.
All right. Thanks a lot, Lance. Residents in Daphne are upset over proposed construction that could be built next to their homes. Residents in Tawassee Trace say a road linking new construction to their neighborhood would cause problems, including an increase in traffic and decrease in property values. The Daphne City Council, though, will have the final say. Local 15's Frank Morales is here. Frank, what part are neighbors so upset about?
Well, Derek, a single road that would connect the new development with the only running road through Tawassee Trace called Lanhattie Lane. Residents say with it goes the neighborhood. It's been home for many years for Mary Jane Johnson.
I fell in love immediately with the lot that we now live on and have lived there since 1998.
One of the first residents of Tawassee Trace and Daphne, Johnson says not much has changed in this quiet and largely undeveloped neighborhood.
We have been pleased with our neighborhood. It's a small community. It's unique, but it's not exclusive. I don't want that to change.
It's why residents like Johnson are rallying this weekend ahead of a major public meeting Monday night.
My biggest fear is that it's going to look like a freeway out here.
Paige Mims says a new 57-home development is on the table with smaller homes, tighter lots, and nowhere for traffic but through Tawassee Trace.
That's going to triple the amount of traffic in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood was never intended to have over 150 homes in it. If that had been the intent, then they wouldn't have this small entranceway.
Neighbors say the value of their custom properties are at stake too.
We must look at the bottom line too, and that affects the price of your home.
We're not opposed to the annexation. We're happy for the city of Daphne to grow. What we are opposed to is their plan of going through our neighborhood.
Residents are calling the proposed plan the first major decision by the newly elected Daphne City Council. And again, the public hearing will be held at Monday's council meeting. Derek?
All right, Frank, thank you. The pro football world reeling tonight after an apparent murder-suicide involving Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Javon Belcher. Police say Belcher shot his girlfriend, 22-year-old Cassandra Perkins, at a home in Kansas City, then drove to the Chiefs facility where he shot himself in front of the team's general manager and coach. The couple had a 3-month-old child together. NBC's Brian Moore has the story.
After fatally shooting his girlfriend, Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Javon Belcher chose to end his own life at the stadium where his football dreams came true.
As officers pulled up and began to park, that's when they heard the gunshot.
Police say Belcher shot himself at the team's training facility after expressing his gratitude to his coach and general manager.
The coach said when he pulled up, they were never in danger. He never threatened them or anything.
Minutes earlier and 5 miles away, police say Belcher gunned down his girlfriend, the mother of his 3-month-old baby.
There are a lot of people who are hurting. There's a young baby without a parent or parents.
Now Chiefs fans are asking a question that may never be answered. How could such a seemingly blessed life end so terribly?
It's shocking. It's horrible. He had such an opportunity, and I can't imagine what the families are going through right now.
The team decided to go ahead as scheduled with Sunday's home game against the Carolina Panthers, playing on despite a tragedy that hits so close to home. Brian Moore, NBC News.
As you just heard, the Chiefs have announced to the NFL they will play their scheduled home game tomorrow afternoon against the Carolina Panthers. Police in Saraland arrest a Theodore man on 2 counts of electronic solicitation of a child for sex. 44-year-old Everett Malin Jr. was arrested yesterday. The arrest is the result of an Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. Mobile police need your help finding these 2 men on your screen. Police are looking for 36-year-old Gary Parnell and 27-year-old Andrew Henage. Police say the pair is responsible for cashing counterfeit checks worth over $1,800. If you have information on their whereabouts, you are urged to call police. And authorities are investigating a gunfight between 2 Birmingham police officers and several suspects. It happened last night near the northbound side of Interstate 59. A male and female suspect were shot and hospitalized. A 3rd suspect was arrested. They were not formally charged today. No other injuries, however, were reported. And it's the first day of December. Sure didn't feel like it, though. Will it feel this great all weekend? Let's get that answer right now. In your full forecast before the break with the Gulf Coast's most accurate forecast, here's meteorologist Kelly Foster.
Hey, Derek. Well, it is going to feel just as warm tomorrow as it did today. Temperatures right now averaging about 10 degrees above seasonal readings. So you know what? We've got Christmas trees in place. We've got the lights twinkling. And a lot of folks tomorrow afternoon will get by with wearing some short sleeves and shirts if they like. Here's a look right now at the live pinpoint Doppler, and all the scans that are right now pushing across the Gulf of Mexico are not picking up any wet weather. As far as the numbers, right now in Mobile, it is 59 degrees. We're in the upper 50s for Pascagoula, 60s for Destin, and upper 40s for Crestview. Here's a look right now at what we've got going on, and check it out. We have a southeast wind coming in at 5 for Mobile. Right now, those winds are calm for Pensacola, same for Evergreen, Crestview, and Destin. And with calm winds and humidity levels just skyrocketing right now, 97% Pensacola, 93% for Mobile, we are anticipating some patchy fog. Now, we should have visibility everywhere at about 10 miles when it's nice and clear, but as you can see already, we are seeing visibility down to 6 miles for Mobile, down to 1.25 miles for Pascagoula, and our visibility is going to continue to sink as the night wears on. Now, the water vapor loop right now showing all the weather systems well to our north. We are going to remain rain-free. However, our air mass is going to remain super saturated. So for the next couple of nights, we do expect this ground fog to continue, and we are going to have some warm afternoons. We'll keep the status quo there as well. Clouds and radar look just fine. No wet weather around, but again, those clouds are going to be trapped right at the surface overnight, and that's exactly what fog is. Your beach forecast for Sunday, not bad. Surf 1 to 2. We'll have a water temperature of 65 and an east-southeast wind at 5 to 10. Pinpoint predictor tomorrow morning through lunchtime, only showing a light smattering of showers offshore of the Atlantic, just off the Georgia coastline there, and a few showers near Albany, Augusta, and Greenville, South Carolina, and that's it. Everybody else is looking high and dry along the Gulf Coast. We'll continue to watch the clouds build up and thicken for your Monday. And then by Tuesday, we'll have a front approach. And at this point, only a 30% chance of wet weather. Pinpoint predictor, 7 o'clock Sunday morning, 53 Mobile, mid-50s for Loxley. By tomorrow afternoon, we'll see some low to mid-70s. Monday promises to be warm once again with highs reaching the mid-70s. Here is a look at your 7-day forecast. Notice we'll have a 30% chance of wet weather for Tuesday, isolated for Wednesday, a brief cool down for your Thursday, but by Friday into Saturday, we are bouncing quickly back into the 70s. So this does not feel like December weather, but not a whole lot of wet weather this first week of December.
And with 70s in the forecast, I don't see anyone complaining.
No, not at all. Even though it's Christmas time, we'll take it. Hopefully we'll get a cold Christmas though.
Hopefully, that would be nice. All right, Kelly, thank you. A bus drives into unfamiliar territory and crashes into an overpass, a mistake that left 2 dead and 3 critically injured. Now investigators are trying to figure out how it happened. And it infects more than 50,000 people every year. Today is World AIDS Day, how people are using the day to raise awareness about the disease.
What if you had a window into the perfect morning newscast?
The one with the most accurate weather forecasts on the Gulf Coast.
And an anchor team that brings you all the breaking news from overnight.
If you like what you see,
then wake up to us.
Local 15 today, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. every morning.
Who's the new Hollywood star wasting away? Is starving for an Oscar the dangerous new celebrity trend? Next ET.
Monday at 6:30 on Local 15.
Hi, this is Shelby Mitchell for Mullinax Ford. Nobody has more F-Series pickups than Mullinax. And now just $19,900 buys a 2012 F-150. Upfront pricing, no dealer fees. Huge selection. That's Mullinax in West Mobile on Airport Boulevard.
Cool, you found it.
Wow, nice place.
Yeah, the family thinks I'm out shipping these.
Smooth move. You use Priority Mail flat rate boxes. If it fits, it ships for a low flat rate. Paid for postage online and arranged a free pickup.
And I'm going to track them online, too.
Nice.
Between those boxes and this place, I'm totally staying sane this year.
Do I smell snickerdoodles?
Maybe. Gotta go.
Priority Mail flat rate boxes. Online pricing starts at $5.15. Only from the Postal Service.
Dear Honda, thanks for getting Dad a deal on his Accord at the holiday sales event. He's so happy about Pandora, he wasn't even mad I ruined his shirt, and then tried to fix it. The rear view camera means the reindeer might make it till New Year's. Plus, he saved so much, it's been a great year for presents. Sincerely, Pete.
More happiness and standard features with every Honda during Happy Honda Days. Get a deal on the all-new Accord at your Honda dealer.
Money doesn't just appear out of nowhere. That's why we give you more delish for your dollar with Checkers Crave Crusher deals. Get your taste buds kicking with our spicy chicken. Get your bacon on with our bacon cheddar crisp. Craving a classic? Make it a juicy Checker burger. 3 great flavors, $1 each. Crush your cravings at Checkers. Feast on. Love loaded fries? Get them loaded 3 different ways. Only at Checkers.
Hi, this is Shelby Mitchell for Mullinax Ford. Nobody has more F-Series pickups than Mullinax. And now get 0% financing on all F-Series. Upfront pricing, no dealer fees, huge selection. That's Mullinax, West Mobile, Airport Boulevard.
Local 15 News is brought to you by DeanMcCrary.com, home of the warranty forever. Breaking news, breaking weather. This is Local 15 News with Derek Rose and the Weather Authority's meteorologist Deidre Tate with the Gulf Coast most accurate forecast.
2 people are killed and 3 others critically injured after a bus crashes into an overpass in Miami. Police say the top of the bus smashed into the overpass while trying to enter the arrivals area of Miami International Airport. An airport spokesperson says the buses are supposed to go through the departures area, which has a higher ceiling. Police say the bus was privately owned and typically used for tours. The 32 people on board were part of a group of Jehovah's Witnesses. They were en route to West Palm Beach. The United Nations says the world has seen a more than 50% decline in new cases of AIDS in low and middle-income countries. The good news comes as people in Mobile and around the world pause to remember those lost to the disease. This was the scene tonight at Mobile's Cathedral Square during a candlelight ceremony. People here took a moment to light a candle for someone they lost.
We had young and old here.
from every walk of life who's out here holding hands, walking around with their candles, professing who they've lost, and tears being shed, and remembrance.
It's estimated 50,000 Americans are infected with HIV every year. More than 1 million people in the U.S. are living with the disease. More than 400 children need your help this holiday season. The Salvation Angel Tree has plenty of angels left to support. Tonight, you will meet 3 of them. We'll be right back.
You just can't beat Ross for men's gifts. This designer tie is $55 at department stores. At Ross, it's just $9.99. So you can get a dress shirt, a wallet, and a travel case and still have $9 left. Ross, unbeatable.
I'd like to thank Eating Right, Whole Grain, Multigrain Cheerios, my bowl, my spoons.
Mom, are those my jeans?
People who choose more whole grain tend to weigh less than those who don't. Multigrain Cheerios has whole grain and 110 delicious calories. More grains, less you. Multigrain Cheerios.
Get creamy, dreamy peanut butter taste in Multigrain Cheerios peanut butter.
Today is the day. Yes! We come here to fight. Fight! What time is it?
This is a home game, right?
Dude, I told you we should have gotten some more.
Want to take your party up a notch? Bring it. And now get 12 steamy hot off the grill crystals for just $7.99. Only for a limited time at Crystal.
If you were away for the Thanksgiving holiday and missed the Rooms to Go 5-year interest-free finance offer, listen to this. Now, Rooms to Go is extending this amazing 5-year offer through Monday. It's an exciting second chance to get great furniture in time for the holidays, big savings, and interest-free financing until January 2018. That's over 5 years with no interest. 0 interest until January 2018. So hurry to Rooms to Go before the special extension ends Monday, December 3rd.
Dear Honda, thanks for getting Dad a deal on his Accord at the holiday sales event. He's so happy about Pandora, he wasn't even mad I ruined his shirt, and then tried to fix it. The rear view camera means the reindeer might make it till New Year's. Plus, he saved so much, it's been a great year for presents. Sincerely, Pete.
More happiness and standard features with every Honda during Happy Honda Days. Lease the all-new Accord for $0 due at lease signing at your Honda dealer.
Get your sweater on. There's no better time to get great savings on a fabulous selection of sweaters than right now at Ross. A great gift for everyone on your list. Ross, unbeatable.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by the RV Parts House, Highway 90 West in Theodore.
This holiday season, you have a chance to make a perfect stranger smile. Those strangers come in the form of 400 names of children on the Salvation Army's Angel Tree. All you have to do is pick an angel, buy a present, and return the unwrapped gift to the same location. And when you meet the family we met today, you will understand what it means. Every child at this Michael's Drive home knows what it means to give. Yes! It's in everything they do, no matter how small.
That is the greatest experience, is to give.
Tanya Betts leads by example. This single mother of 3 had to quit her job to care for her daughter with cerebral palsy full time.
She's in and out, has been in and out of the hospital. I can't get a job. I can't go out and work.
And while times have been hard, she admits she rarely asks for help. But the Salvation Army is doing it anyway. Each one of her children, 3-year-old Jaden, 12-year-old Rayma, and 15-year-old Shekinah, all have their names on this year's Angel Tree. Someone, somewhere, will make sure Christmas morning begins with a smile.
It makes me feel like an angel.
For that, Rayma can blame her mother because even in her own time of need, still imagines how to extend her hand to someone else.
If I was the one that won the 290 million, whatever they just won, I would just go grab a tree, everything on the tree, and just disperse. Everybody would wake up and have everything they thought they wanted.
Talk about a mother's love.
Love you more today.
That's the way this family communicates.
Because you cared for me.
And even though one of her children may never say a single word, the reaction speaks more clearly than many of us ever could.
I lift you up and I magnify your name.
And we have provided a link to the Salvation Army on our website, local15tv.com. Sports is next with Lance Crawford. Alabama packing its bags for South Beach. Highlights and reaction from today's SEC Championship when we return.
Our best offer ever ends Monday. Get 20% off your entire furniture purchase. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Or get 60 months interest-free. Ends Monday at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members of Congress, in celebration of over 75 years of our government employees insurance company, or GEICO, as most of you know it, I propose savings for everyone. I'm talking hundreds here, and furthermore...
Breaking news, the Gecko is demanding free pudding.
And political parties that are actual parties, with cake and presents. Ah, that was good. It's too bad nobody could hear me.
GEICO, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Oh, wow, present!
Morning! This year, your parents made a smart choice by investing in College Counts, Alabama's 529 fund. They're saving for your education.
Enroll before December 31st to receive tax benefits. To learn about College Counts, its investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, read the official statement available at collegecounts529.com. College Counts, Alabama's 529 fund. Give smart.
Don't worry. He'll thank you later.
Nice.
Get in.
Santa?
What the ho-ho heck were you thinking? Imagine if I bought a mechanical uke from my lawn. It's creepy, right?
Yeah, that'd be creepy. It'd be real creepy.
Try buying something that'll bring you years of happiness. All right, you're back on my nice list.
This holiday, listen to the voice of reason at Acura's Season of Reason sales event.
Visit your local Acura dealer. Luxury, intelligently priced.
Luke, what is your secret?
Oh, gentlemen, my secret is Northcutt Dental. They can't resist this smile.
Northcutt Dental. Dentistry designed with you in mind. With offices in Fairhope, Mobile, and Bay Minette. Experience a Gulf Coast tradition of trusted care. Call Northcutt Dental today.
Our best offer ever ends Monday. Get 20% off your entire furniture purchase. Living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, and more. Or get 60 months interest-free. Ends Monday at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by Bel Air Mall. Lance Crawford with Local 15 Sports.
You know, when you get the two best teams in the conference together, you'd think you'd have a pretty good game, but really, for the most part, a lot of the SEC championship games are complete yawners, especially lately, where the average final score of the last 4 years has been 45-15. Not the case today in Atlanta. With the spot in the national championship game on the line, Alabama and Georgia played it right down to the wire. We take you to the action in the Dome. Alabama, the favorite, coming in, looking to make it back-to-back national championship games. And boy, their running back, Eddie Lacy, was a man. Down 7-0 in the second. Look at him go 41 yards for the score. Bama was up 10-7 at the half. Second half, Tide lining up for the long field goal, but it is blocked. Alec Ogletree scoops it up and goes 55 yards for the touchdown. Georgia on top, 21-10, and you thought, uh-oh. But Alabama rallies. T.J. Yeldon, who finished with 153 rushing yards, 10 right here on the touchdown. The freshman from Daphne also scored the two-point conversion, getting Bama to within 3. Back to Lacy, spearheading the Tide's two-headed rushing attack. He racked up 181 yards on the ground, averaging more than 9 yards a carry, 32 on that run. A.J. McCarron, not much through the air, but with just over 3 minutes to go, hits Amari Cooper, who has his man beat. 45 yards score. Bama on top, 32-18, but Georgia doesn't go quietly. Marching down inside the 10. Aaron Murray, his pass deflected by C.J. Mosley. Chris Conley reacts, catches it, and with no timeouts, Georgia's done. That's it, ball game. Bama wins it 32-28, and so they are SEC champions and, of course, are going back to the national championship game. Of course, Notre Dame awaits Alabama in next month's title tilt in Miami. This will be a matchup of Two of college football's legendary programs. They have not met, however, in a quarter century. The Irish do own a 6-1 record, or 6-1 record, I should say, all time against the Tide. Some other championship games being played today. 13th ranked Florida State taking on Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game in Charlotte. Already 7-zip Seminoles in the second. James Wilder, the 16-yard touchdown. Florida State holds off the Yellow Jackets 21-15. They are now 11-2 and headed for the Orange Bowl. In the Big 12 championship game, Kansas State is leading Texas 28-17 in the fourth, and then it's a surprise in the Big 10 championship game. Badgers and Huskers playing, and it is all Wisconsin. They are leading 63-17 in the fourth, and Nebraska is the team that came in ranked there. Also tonight, finally, before we get out of here, South Alabama playing at Florida International. They win at 79-63. South is now 4-3 on the season, 2-0 in the Sun Belt Conference, so the Jags are off to a good start on the basketball court. Of course, the big story is Alabama once again. It's habit forming. I'm telling you, they wind up in the championship game, it seems like, every single year. Third time in 4 years.
We were at a point earlier in the season when that big loss against Texas A&M, everybody thought they were out. That was it.
Got to be lucky, got to be good. They've been both for a couple of years now. You know, when they've needed teams to lose, that's happened. They've got in, but they're certainly good enough to do it. And today, 350 rushing yards. I mean, against a defense like Georgia, that is impressive.
And our producer, Katie, is hoping Notre Dame will take them down.
She may be getting a spanking here in about a month because I don't like Notre Dame's chances against the Tide. In the you give Nick Saban a month to prepare for someone, he's awful tough to beat.
All right, Lance, thanks a lot. We are looking forward to Miami. And Kelly, last look at weather.
Well, you know, it's been feeling like we live in Miami lately with these mid-70s, and we're going to have more of the same for Sunday. Very small rain chances, and that arrives Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, thanks a lot, and thank you for joining us. Check us out on local15tv.com. SNL is next.
Local 15 News is brought to you in part by B&R Camper Sales, Highway 90 West in Theodore.
Hi, this is Shelby Mitchell from Mullinax Ford. Nobody has more F-Series pickups than Mullinax. And now get 0% financing on all F-Series. Upfront pricing, no dealer fees, huge selection. That's Mullinax, West Mobile, Airport Boulevard.
Come home for the holidays to Trees and Trends. All Christmas trees now 50 to 60% off. Save 50% on select wreaths, teardrops, and garlands. 50% on Christmas stems, bushes, berries, and ribbon. 24-inch Princess Pine wreath or 29-inch mixed pine teardrop, $4.99. Select designer 5-foot Christmas teardrops, $39.99. Visit our website for holiday how-to videos. Decorate a holiday party table, create a stunning garland, and lots more. Trees and Trends. Be you. Be unique.
This is Emily. She just had her tonsils out. Not a big deal in the scheme of things, but the surgery could have taken a big dip out of Emily's college fund. Fortunately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama covered it with one of the lowest family premiums in the nation. So all her parents have to dip into is a quart of ice cream. Or two. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
Wow. You want to start the day with something heart-healthy and delicious?
You're a talking bee.
Honey Nut Cheerios has whole grain oats that can help lower cholesterol.
And it tastes good?
Sure does.
Right. Wow.
Delicious, right?
Yeah.
It's the honey. It makes it taste so... Well, would you look at the time?
What's the rush?
Be happy, be healthy.
Dan Brennan for Treadwell Honda. And how about a new 2012 Honda Civic for only $49.99 out the door? Yeah, you heard right. Get details now at Treadwell Honda.
Cool, you found it.
Wow, nice place.
Yeah, the family thinks I'm out shipping these.
Smooth move. You use Priority Mail flat rate boxes. If it fits, it ships for a low flat rate. Paid for postage online and arranged a free pickup.
And I'm going to track them online, too.
Nice.
Between those boxes and this place, I'm totally staying sane this year.
Do I smell snickerdoodles?
Maybe. Gotta go.
Priority Mail flat rate boxes. Online pricing starts at $5.15, only from the Postal Service.
this is Shelby Mitchell for the new Mullinax Ford. Mullinax Ford has a different way of doing business. It's called upfront pricing and means you get a great low price instantly because it's right on the windshield on every vehicle. Save thousands without a hassle. That's Mullinax.
Good evening from the Magnus Arena at the University of Denver in Denver, Colorado.